Wehunt's only decision against Hartford is a loss, but he has pitched well in 3 games against the Rockies affiliate, posting a 2.38 earned run average. That's a rolled foul. He's given up just 3 earned runs in 11 1/3 innings versus Hartford this season. Wormer had a nice road trip, but the Sea Dogs pitching has stopped him here this week. He's 1 for 11. The one hit a solo home run. Bronze won third base, but foul. That's 0-2 to Braylon Wimmer. Sun-drenched afternoon here in the capital city. Thanks for tuning into Yard Goats Baseball on this Sunday. Check swing, strike 3, says William Paschal. Says he goes around, and Braylon Wimmer strikes out to end a 1-2-3 first from Blake Wehunt. 1 done in Hartford, 1-0 Portland.
There's the bunt. That could be trouble as Petrie. No, Stevie dives in and beats it. Good effort by Steve Lyons.
That'll be a base hit right there. Good job. I'll tell you one thing, not a bad defensive play either by the Tigers.
Did you see that? He's going to get the dirt out, and all of a sudden he unbuckled his pants and they fell down.
Lifted high in the air down the third base line. Third baseman Morales near the sidewall, reaching out over the netting. He reels it in. Side retired. A couple of really nice plays defensively in this game.
Each year now we have a contest for our patients that they can design the jersey that's worn by the players this evening. We do a jersey auction. The proceeds are raised to benefit Children's Hospital, and they have a chance to meet the players who wore the jerseys, get them autographed.
We always talk about not playing for the name on the back, but when you feel like you're really playing for something and you're representing a community, it means a lot.
How about this, Dan? The 218th all-time meeting between the Yard Goats and the Sea Dogs. Hartford 122-95 against the Sox affiliate, going all the way back to 2016.
And look at how even the series is this year, though. 11-12, Sea Dogs have the edge. But look, they went 6-6 in Portland, 5-6. The edge going to the Sea Dogs right now. It's really been even this year.
Jack Mahoney back to pitch. Jack Winnie is the batter. And he looks at strike 1. They've had some tight ones. 18 of the 23 matchups decided by 3 or fewer runs. This series could have gone either way. Broken bat, little tapper towards first. Mahoney's got it. He'll scoop it off the dirt and race to the bag himself. Tap it. And Winnie is out number 1, 1 unassisted.
Well, Mahoney knew once he fielded that baseball, he had to keep on running because Obertop also broke to field the ball, and Mahoney easily wins the race.
Now, former Pirates farmhand, Matt Frazier. We saw him a couple of years ago with the Altoona Curve. Eventually a Pirates third-round pick out of the University of Arizona. It'll be interesting next week because Frazier and the Sea Dogs will host the Altoona Curve, so I'm sure he'll be facing some former teammates.
It'll be reunion time for him.
Yep. Pop up, third base side. Torres over, but it's back into the seats, foul. Packed section of seats right by the Duncan dugout out in left field.
As you said earlier, bring your suntan lotion.
Mahoney working to Matt Frazier. 1 ball, 1 strike. Slider misses wide. It's 2-1. Mahoney got the win June 11th against the Fisher Cats. Career best 10 strikeouts. This is his 8th start. His 3rd against Portland. He's looking for his 4th win of the year. As that one is sent to center. Wimmer heading back towards the track. At the last second reaches up, and he hauls it in. Then slams in the fence out in left center. Matt Frazier gives it a ride. That ball just carried that direction. And it's not a breezy day here at the ballpark today. Just a gentle winds. But the ball kind of carried on Wimmer, and he's able to reach back and make the play.
Well, that's not an easy play because the sun is shining brightly, yet you've got some cloud cover, which is making for a glare. And even though he's wearing sunglasses, Wimmer had to battle all of that in addition to tracking down the baseball.
Nellie Taylor is in, the Red Sox number 21 prospect out of Polk State College in Winter Haven, Florida. It's where the Red Sox used to have spring training for years. Swing and a miss. Taylor loses his helmet. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Did you ever go to Winter Haven?
Yeah, I was actually just down there this past spring. The college tournaments were down there, so took a little 3-day trip.
But I guess Chain Lakes Park is no longer
It's
standing.
no longer there, yeah. I was expecting to see it. Now they've got all these artificial turf fields at that same spot. There's a strike, and the count goes to 1-2. I'd been to Red Sox spring training, though, at Chain Lakes Park back in the 80s.
That's what so you've been to,
I have been,
to the
yeah.
park, yeah. Quaint ballpark, wasn't it?
Yeah. Just the history there. I mean, so many of the Red Sox greats had played there. Tried to hold up on the swing. They're going to peel to third base, and Ian Durkin says he commits to the swing. Strike 3. Mahoney gets his 3rd strikeout as part of a 1-2-3 second. Middle of 2. It's 1-0 Portland here in Hartford.
Fans, this is your chance to get on the video board. Scan the QR code now and save the time.
Payoff. Pops up, right field side, shallow, Poole sprinting in, going out, Santana makes the grab! My goodness!
And then back-to-back walks.
Montgomery to left, hit well. Another Knights grand slam. Oh my!
One of the personal touches on the uniform is the gray, making it look like it's the old wool. The great thing about the Birmingham Black Barons uniforms, very simple in regards to the triangle B and the block lettering for Birmingham across the chest. This is something that's a little bit more geared towards the players. Having the tribute to Negro League, I think this is going to be a marquee moment for them in their journey. To be able to honor and salute the legacy and contributions of the Negro League legends is just unbelievable.
You can own a piece of the minor league game. MILB Auctions lets you bid on game used and autographed bats, balls, jerseys, and more, with items added all season long. Want a piece of the minor league game? Visit MILBauctions.com.
Oh, this is the specialty food on the Yard Goats Family Feed Bucket. It's available at the Dark Blues Diner. There's burgers, there's dogs. I do like cheeseburgers. I'm going to grab cheeseburger and fries, too. So this can feed the family, and it's going to be tasty on this Sunday afternoon here in Hartford.
Check out the fries. You got the fries in the bun.
The fries and everything, too. All right, you hold that. As we get back to work here, we go to the home side of the second inning. Sea Dogs on top 1-0. Here's Brian Betancourt. Brian's a .272 batting average, 14 homers, 44 runs driven in, and he is tied for 8th in the league in RBI, home run, and total bases. We'll see Dan Lovallo in like the 7th. I think he's going to do some damage on that bucket. There's a chopper hit foul. That one rolled towards the first base dugout. The Sea Dogs are in, and it is 0-2. Betancourt this week, 3 hits, 13 at-bats, including RBI double. And he walked 3 times. He's got 2 hits and 6 at-bats lifetime against Blake Wehunt. He was on the bump for Portland on this Sunday. Tracks that one low. And it's 1-2.
I'll tell you what, this is quite the deal. 2 hot dogs, 2 cheeseburgers, The fries are out of this world.
Save me a couple fries, would you, partner?
I might.
I'm not going to count on it. Here's the 1-2 to Betancourt. That is low, 2-2. Just in time. I was starting to get hungry.
Perfect time. I'll tell you, the variety of cuisine that's offered here at Duncan Park is really something.
Whatever you want, you've got your appetite. There's a pop-up, back of third, Jack Winnie dropping back in a short lap, and Matt Frazier comes in. It's Frazier, the left fielder, that pulls up to make the catch, puts away Betancourt for the first out of the second.
Now, Wehunt is really in control in the early going. That was a sinker into portion of the plate, jammed Betancourt, and got him to hit to the opposite field.
Mentioned last inning that Johan Garcia, the big Red Sox prospect, took Garrett Cole deep back on April 29th. It was actually Blake Wehunt that started that game opposite Garrett Cole in Somerset. Zach Kokoska's in, swings and grounds, and sharply diving at first is Brandon. Brooks has it. Now turns and flips to Wehunt, covering in time to get Kokoska. Nicely done. Brandon diving to his right, stretched out for it, goes into the backhand and glove it, and then feeds it to his pitcher.
That's a great play right there. Talk about helping out your pitcher as Kokoska turned a changeup around, but Brandon, quick reflexes, making that diving stop.
Jimmy Obertop. By the way, neither Wehunt or Cole had decisions that day, but the Sea Dogs did win that game. 6-5 to stay in the first half hunt. They ended up losing out to the Yard Goats, though, in the first half divisional title. There's a strike as Wehunt pours in the fastball to get ahead. Wehunt, no decision his last start, June 16th against Somerset. So Hartford seeing him his first time this week. That game, he did give up 6 runs on 6 hits in 3 2/3 innings, including a home run, but Sea Dogs kicked the ball around. Only 2 of the 6 runs were earned. He walked 3, struck out 4 against the Yankees affiliate. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. But as Dan told you, he has been on his game today. He's retired the first 5 to come to the plate for the Rockies affiliate.
You know, you mentioned that game and where Garcia hit the home run off of Cole. Also in that game, Garcia picked off Anthony Volpe.
How about that? That's in there for a call. Third strike, second punch shot for Blake Wehunt, and the Goats go 1-2-3 for the second straight inning. We head to the third. It's 1-0 Portland here in Hartford.
Now representing the organization, Jim Leland and A.J. Hinch are presenting Miggy with a customized set of cleats made by renowned artist Marco Terzo, made from several significant baseballs from Miguel's career. The cleats are presented on a base representing the time he spent at both third and first base in his career.
Kertner comes set, the 2-2. Hit back into center field. It drops in front of Camden Troyer, and he misplays it. It bounces over his glove. 1 scores for Bowling Green. Home comes 2. And all the way from first, Theo Gillen scores. Getting the wave around third, Bodine. Kent's throw from short is not in time.
Wow. I mean, it was in time.
Gosh, we've gone to Sea Dogs games since we were kids.
I've been coming to see the Sea Dogs for the last 30 years. Great experience.
Everybody here is just bends over backwards to help people out and wish the world was like it is right here at the ballpark.
We've always wanted to be more than just a baseball team. We want to be strong, active, contributing members of the community. And I think that effort is seen by the people and the fans, and they want to support that effort.
Well, look at the Red Sox toss prospects on this Sea Dogs team. They've got number 1 and number 2, Franklin Arias. Anthony Ianson, who started last night. John Holubitz pitched on Friday. Hayden Mullen's a good lefty. Out for the Miguel Blaze, who's already homered today. And they've got a good-looking club here in Portland this season. 9-1-2 against Jack Mahoney. Abram Liendo looks at strike one.
I was really impressed with Ianson last night, weren't you?
He was good. He kept the Goats hitters off balance, I thought, throughout the game. That's exactly what Portland needed to keep it close and then win late. Ianson went 5 2/3 innings, gave up only 1 run. Andy Perez got him with a 2-out hit, scoring Dijon Jorge. That's a little bit low on the count. 2 balls, no strikes. Both situations, managers had a chance to pitch around the best offensive player in the opposite team. Andy Perez with first base open. They opted to pitch to him, and he burned the Sea Dogs with an RBI single. The next one misses, and it's now 3-1. And then later in the game, Dan, Franklin Arias batted with first base open. His team down by a run. He had to count 3-0, worked it full, and then cranked a go-ahead 2-run home run and put Portland up for good. Swing and a miss. Healthy cut by Liendo. He couldn't get that heater at 94. Power versus power.
Well, Liendo's been tough on Hartford pitchers this year. As a matter of fact, he has knocked in 21 runs in 19 games.
He's trying to get on base for the 24th straight game as he asks and is granted time. His 23-game on-base streak extended yesterday with a hit. That is the second active longest stretch going on right now in the league. Swings here, chops on left side from shortstop. It's Jorge. Dion throws on the first baseman over top. In time, get Liendo and 1 away.
Well, Mahoney has settled down since he walked Baez in the first inning after giving up the home run to Blaze. Since then, he's retired 6 in a row.
Franklin Arias' turn as the Sea Dogs flip their lineup over. First time. Arias struck out looking against Mahoney to start the ball game. Franklin has had a good week, just 20 years old. 9 for 20 entering play today with a homer, a couple of doubles, 4 RBI, and 2 walks. He's on base a lot this week. Swings and misses. Good-looking slider from Jack Mahoney, and the count evens. Last year, Arias led all minor leaguers in hits in the Red Sox organization. Finished top in doubles, too. Deep shortstop. Jorge makes the play. Throws to first base, but low throw over top cannot pick it. I'm not sure he would have had him anyway. It was a tough play for Jorge. Arias reaches with 1 away.
Give you an idea how strong his arm is, though. He knew he had to let it fly, but that's a tough play for the first baseman to handle.
Miguel Blaze won't want to leave town. He has homered now in 3 straight games. Over that span, he's got 4. And he looks at strike one. Blaze now with 8 homers on the season and 25 RBI, and he is the man responsible for Portland's 1-0 lead with his first inning home run. That's over but low, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Over top at first base, holding Arias. Strike 2. Hard stuff at 97 for Jack Mahoney. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Infield love to get a ground ball here to turn 2. Over but low. Missed with a heater at 96. Not a bad spot at all.
No, and you could see his velocity is up there. He's back. There's no question his arm is healthy.
Boy, I tell you what, that's a great spot, Dan, with 2 strikes, because you can't really get harmed that much with that low fastball. If it makes contact, it's tough to hit out of the ballpark. You don't want to miss up, though, right?
Nope.
Chuck to first base, diving back as Arias in a swipe tag from Jimmy Obertop.
Got to keep an eye on the Sea Dogs. They are third in the Eastern League in stolen bases with 115 as a team. Arias doesn't steal all that much. He has 5 stolen bases.
Mahoney, 6'3", 205. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Strikes out Miguel Bleis. Coming with a four-seamer. 4 strikeouts now for Mahoney, and there are 2 away.
Now, Mahoney wasn't messing around this time. When Bleis hit the home run, it was off the cutter, right out over the plate. This time it was pure heat from Mahoney to strike out Bleis.
And the catcher, Nate Baez. Baez slightly open stance as he waits with 1 on, 2 away. He takes the pitch low for ball 1. Baez drafted by Minnesota, 12th round out of Arizona State University. Two and nothing. Sea Dogs trying to win their 2nd straight series. They just won 4 out of 6 against Somerset. That actually helped the Yard Goats clinch the division. Goats took the last road trip in Reading just a half a game up with 6 to go. There's a rocket in left field. Trouble down for a hit. Gets by Kokoska. Gets to the fence. Arias heading towards third base. He'll be held there as the throw comes in. And into second base, Nate Baez with a double.
Almost looked as if that ball was going to get hung up under the padding in left. And that extra second enabling Baez to keep on running. Take a look as Kokoska goes to field, and it just bounced off the lower portion of the padding, almost got hung up underneath. But a double for a dangerous bat, Nate Baez.
Mahoney seems a little upset with himself, maybe because he fell behind 2-0 and then to come across with a fastball. So Messina will give him a chance to catch his breath as the two chat on top of the hill. There are 2 away. Brooks Brannon is the batter, and he struck out against Mahoney. His first AB in the first inning.
Well, Brannon is due. He is 4 for 21 in this series. Really hasn't done much, but overall against Hartford, he has 5 homers and 10 runs batted in 17 games.
He looks at strike 1. That time he starts him with a cutter. Brannon now 2 for 8 against Mahoney career-wise. 2 in scoring position, 2 out, 1-0 Portland. And there's strike 2. Four-seamer in at 94. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Jeff, this is a big sequence right here. A base hit here, and suddenly it's a 3-0 ball game. With the pitcher on the mound who has pitched well against Hartford this season.
And Brannon can hit .273 average entering play today.
A bird got stuck behind home plate, and everything came to a stop. That's unbelievable.
I think it scared Cole Messina. He jumped back in the box.
Scared the bird. The bird hasn't moved.
Do you have a ticket, Dan?
I don't know. Hope the bird's not injured. I don't think I've ever seen that.
No. Mahoney ready with an 0-2 pitch. In the dirt, kicks away for the catcher. Heading to score is Arias, and he scores standing. Well, Mahoney buried a slider, but it was a dirt ball. Gets away from Messina. Arias scores in a wild pitch, and it's now 2-0. Down to third base goes Baez.
And the bird has changed this entire inning around. I mean, it seemed to destroy the momentum.
Yep.
Who knew you could get a birdie on a baseball diamond?
Right. Ball and 2 strikes. Brannon swings and misses strike 3, so that's the strikeout to end the inning. Sea Dogs do get a run, a couple of hits, a wild pitch. And 1 man left, middle of 3.
That one is gone. Asen Morabel
leaves the yard. This one's along the ground. That'll get through Murph Gray. That'll score 2 runs. Cracked into center field. Runner trying to go for third, and he is in safely. Morabel is hit for the cycle. A solo shot in the first, double in the 6th, triple in the 7th, single in the 9th.
I'm Jonathan Mayo, and for more than 20 years, I've traced the path of baseball's rising stars, navigating the back roads of the national pastime and basking in the glow of small-town America's spirit, where the team is woven into the fabric of everyday life, where it's more than just a game. It's a celebration of the people, the traditions, and the culture that give these places their soul. This is Grassroots.
He throws a 1-0 to Gorson. Drives one deep to right. This is trouble as Cox moving back toward the bullpen. He hops in the air, and he brought it back. Jonah Cox, what a grab.
Starter Henry Baez was very good. Line drive. Glove by Leo, and a leaping catch at shortstop. Leo DeVries slap a little leather line drive handled by the Hounds.
Well, Dan, it's our Duncan Hero Among Us honoree this afternoon here at Duncan Park.
Michael Kulak being honored. United States Army, served in the 82nd Airborne Division, had a tour of duty in Afghanistan, also worked in intelligence, and gets a well-deserved standing ovation here at Duncan Park. Our Duncan Hero Among Us.
Blake Wehunt back to pitch. He's retired the first 6 to come to the plate for Hartford with 2 strikeouts. Bottom third due up as Cole Messina is in to start the Goats' 3rd inning. No strike 1. Sea Dogs getting runs early. Solo home run by Miguel Blaze in the 1st inning, then a run on a wild pitch last inning. That is low. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Jeff, that bird has not left the field. In fact, to the right of home plate now. I mean, you talk about a bird's eye view.
He's pretty close. That's outside. It's 2-1 to Messina. Jose Torres next, then G.J. Hill. Wehunt his 2nd full season with the Sea Dogs in Portland. It's fouled at home plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
You know, in the old days, or in the olden days, when they would play baseball, they would allow photographers on the field real close as the game is being played at right about the spot where that bird is perched right now.
I've seen some photos of that. I mean, how do they not get hit? That's it, foul. Top of the netting, first base side. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
The other thing they used to do, the players who were on defense, when the inning was over, they'd leave their gloves on the field. The gloves would stay on the field during play. They never brought their gloves in with them to the dugout.
For the next guy to take it?
Well, no. You know, the shortstop for the other team would go out with his glove, and he'd leave his glove on the field. So you'd always have a glove on the field.
What if the gloves ever got hit?
I'm sure they did.
Right. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And someone got the bright idea and said, maybe we shouldn't be doing that.
You're right. That's in there for a call, 3rd strike. Wehunt strikeout number 3 as he strikes out Messina to open the 3rd inning.
That was an excellent sinker that time, and Baez framed the pitch perfectly.
Jose Torres has had some success against Blake Wehunt. 3 for 9, including a home run. Attacks the first pitch, and it's a foul. I'm going to start by Wehunt. He's retired the first 7 he's faced. He struggled in April in his first 3 starts, went on the injured list, then returned and had a really good May, going 2-1 with a 2.08 earned run average. Gave up just 4 runs and 17 plus. Ground ball weekly back to the mound, speared by Wehunt. Now he'll flip it over to the first baseman, Brennan. Route number 2. Well, G.J. Hill, Dan, had quite the week on Tuesday. Let's just say that. What a Tuesday.
Well, he had reached on a hit batsman, stole second, stole third, and said, "Oh, what the heck? Why not steal home?" He did that, Jeff, and he loved stealing home so much. He did it again.
He did it again. He stole home twice. First time that has ever happened in a Yard Goats game. Like I said, that's a good numbers in a week. G.J. Hill did that on Tuesday here at Duncan against the Sea Dogs.
And he did it in the game that Jack Mahoney started for the Yard Goats.
He is 4 for 14 this week as Hill. Swings here and laces her down the right field line. That's a fair ball in trouble. It rolls down towards the 308 marker. Hill hits first. He's on his way to second. And he arrives standing with a double. Hartford's first hit is a 2-out double by G.J. Hill here in the third.
Oh, Wehunt hung a curveball, and Hill turned on it. Chasing after the ball was Blaze, but no way he was going to get G.J. Hill. And maybe that'll get the Hartford offense jump-started.
Boy, he crushes Portland pitching, doesn't he?
He does.
Now Dion Jorge grounded a shortstop back in the first inning. Wehunt, 25 years old. Swings and rolls into deep first base. Diving is Brennan. He's got it. The throw to the pitcher. Covering in time. Wehunt makes the grab and hits the bag and then falls down. But the out is recorded to end the inning. Nothing across. One man left. We head to the fourth. It's 2-0 Portland.
Today's League Media moment of the game. And remember that for all your marketing, advertising, and PR needs, link up.
Gosh, we've gone to Sea Dogs games since we were kids.
I've been coming to see the Sea Dogs for the last 30 years. Great experience.
Everybody here is just bends over backwards to help people out and wish the world was like it is right here at the ballpark.
We've always wanted to be more than just a baseball team. We want to be strong, active, contributing members of the community. And I think that effort is seen by the people and the fans, and they want to support that effort.
As there goes the runner, this one hit high into right field and looking up as that one is fair. As this one hit, and that one is gone again. 2-1. This one hit high into right field. Going back at the wall is White Jr. He leaps up, and that is another home run for Eric Hartman. His third of the game.
Gosh, we've gone to Sea Dogs games since we were kids.
I've been coming to see the Sea Dogs for the last 30 years. Great experience.
Everybody here is just bends over backwards to help people out and wish the world was like it is right here at the ballpark.
We've always wanted to be more than just a baseball team. We want to be strong, active, contributing members of the community. And I think that effort is seen by the people and the fans, and they want to support that effort.
What a play. Diving stab and a flip to the first, the pitcher covering Wehunt to record the out. What a way to get out of it. He escapes a man at second base. Out of the fourth we go. Here's Dan Lovallo.
All right, Jeff. Johanfran Garcia will lead it off. Grounded into a field. His choice his first time up. And the first pitch is swung on and missed, strike one. Sea Dogs falling all over each other in order to get that last out in the bottom of the third inning. Fastball way outside. The pitch count will be monitored closely. Mahoney into his fourth inning of work, pitched 4 1/3 in his start on Tuesday night. He's about to throw his 56th pitch. And it's popped up way in the air. And Perez has to battle the sun, gives way to the first baseman Obertop, who makes the one-handed grab. One away to start the top of the fourth inning.
Dan Robinson Cancel resting a couple of starters, including first baseman Aiden Longwell. So you see Jimmy Obertop getting the start at first base, starting his first game at first this week. He had DH'd one game, and also Rock Riggio getting the day off.
Jack Winne grounded to the pitcher his first time up, and the pitch is in there for a strike. Hit it to the right side of the mound, and Mahoney fielded the baseball and then ran it to first to get the unassisted putout. 2-0 Sea Dogs. That pitch is in there for a strike. Curveball. 0-2 the count.
Mahoney in position for another strikeout. He's fanned 5 so far. He's got at least 1 each of the first 3 innings.
Pitch on the way is bounced towards third. Torres charges on the run. Gets his man 2 away.
Sometimes you'd rather have the ground out, right? I mean, everyone loves the strikeout and the high velocity, but a little ground ball, you have to throw a bunch of pitches to get the out.
That's a good point, and the pitch count, as we mentioned, is being monitored closely. In that start against the Sea Dogs on Tuesday night, Mahoney threw 81 pitches in 4 1/3. And the start before that, he lasted 4 1/3 and threw 83 pitches. The first pitch to Frazier in there for a strike, 0-1.
So you're telling me low to mid 80s may be the number today?
Well, yes, and the fact that he's almost out of the 4th inning, not near those numbers, is very important.
It is.
Changeup is fouled to the first base dugout. Frazier, who Jeff mentioned had been playing in the Pittsburgh system before signing with the Red Sox organization as a free agent, as we look at the Sea Dogs bench, had gotten as high as AAA Indianapolis with the Pirates. Pitch misses inside. 1-2. So Mahoney pitching more like himself today. He labored in the game on Tuesday night. 1-2. That's a slider in the dirt. 2-2. They really play Frazier to pull. Frazier has 4 hits and 9 at-bats in this series, and almost hit a home run his last time up, sending a drive to deep left center, hauled in by the center fielder Braylon Wimmer. The 2-2. Misses outside ball 3. That was a changeup. So let's see if Mahoney comes in with a fastball on 3-2. And he does. Strike 3 called. Pitch catching the outer edge, and Mahoney picks up his 5th strikeout of the day. We've played 3.5. It's Portland 2, Hartford nothing. This is Yard Goats Baseball.
Grounded through the left side, base hit, 32nd RBI of the year. That ball gone, a home run, 3-run shot for Hector Rodriguez. Down the right field line, that's a fair ball. He's a triple shy of the cycle. Warning track wall, it is off the wall, and it bounces away. Rodriguez headed for third, dives in, ahead of the throw, it's a cycle for Hector Rodriguez.
Gosh, we've gone to Sea Dogs games since we were kids.
I've been coming to see the Sea Dogs for the last 30 years. Great experience.
Everybody here is just bends over backwards to help people out and wish the world was like it is right here at the ballpark.
We've always wanted to be more than just a baseball team. We want to be strong, active, contributing members of the community. And I think that effort is seen by the people and the fans, and they want to support that effort.
Well, when we moved downtown San Diego from Qualcomm to Petco Ballpark, new uniforms were on the way, and this is the Padre home white. This jersey is from 2007, which was a career year for myself, winning a Cy Young. There's some different memories that stand out. One in this uniform against the Braves, where I struck out a Padre record 16, wearing this jersey, trying to make the Padre and the Friar faithful proud.
Valley Sports Live is your home for minor league baseball all season long. Watch every live game at no cost in the MILB zone. Test your skills and earn rewards in the Game Center. Buy tickets to watch your favorite teams. Valley Sports Live is the perfect companion for the minor league baseball fan. Step up to the plate and download the Valley Sports Live app today. Andy Perez leads off the last of the 4th inning, grounded out to short his first time up. Blake Wehunt into his 4th inning of work. And he has been tough as the curveball bounces away. There's a look at the third base umpire, Ian Durkin, who says he held up on his swing.
He's been tough, Dan. You're right. The only man to reach was G.J. Hill last inning. He had a 2-out double. That's been it.
And Wehunt has thrown only 33 pitches. And there's a changeup fouled back. Changeup curve. 1 ball, 1 strike the count on Perez, who's had a dynamite series. He's just been red hot, period. Came off a very good road trip. Follows it up with a very strong homestand. The 1-1. Swing and a miss at a high fastball, 1-2.
Yeah, you're right. He's been really efficient today. His last game on the 16th against Somerset, he threw 83 pitches, but only went 3 2/3 innings.
1-2. Another fastball lifted in the air to shallow left field, and coming in to make the catch is Frazier. And there is one away here in the last of the 4th inning.
He had 75 pitches the game before in 4 2/3 innings at Reading, where he gave up 5 runs. But he has been on his game today.
Now Braylon Wimmer. They've held Braylon in check in this series. He struck out swinging his first time up. 2-0 Sea Dogs, last of the 4th inning. And there's a fastball in there for a strike. Wehunt throws a fastball, cutter, curve, splitter, slider. He's mixing them all up today and has the Hartford hitters off stride. That's a slider outside. 1-1. Outfield straight away on Wimmer. And there's a strike called, the changeup from the right-hander, who is making his 4th start of the year against Hartford.
Yeah, he's a giant, Dan. He is 6'7", 240 is Blake Wehunt.
1-2. Fastball way upstairs. 2-2.
We can take a look at Blake.
Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. The pitch. Way upstairs, ball 3. So he's thrown a couple of fastballs out of the zone. Let's see what he comes back with on 3-2 to Braylon Wimmer. Wimmer, the native of Oklahoma City. Payoff pitch. In there, strike 3 called. Came in with another fastball over the heart of the plate. And Wimmer is victimized on that pitch. That's the 4th strikeout for Wehunt.
See if Hartford adjusts his second time through now. We've seen him once, but he's getting everything working.
Brian Betancourt fly to left his first time up. And there's a fastball that backs Betancourt off the plate. We're seeing more fastballs, I think, this time through the order from Wehunt than the first time. He mixed up his pitches more the first time through the Hartford order. Jeff says maybe a different look the second time. That's a curveball fouled into the Portland dugout. Yardgoats manager Robinson Cancel, who led the Yardgoats to the first half title. Now into the second half of the season. That's a ball. Seems hard to believe the first week of the second half coming to a conclusion today, Jeff.
And the first half went quickly. We know the second half is going to do the same.
Yeah. Two-one pitch. Fouled back. I have a dear friend of mine who always reminds me when it's Memorial Day, enjoy it because in the bat of an eyelash, it's the 4th of July, and before you know it, you turn around, it's Labor Day.
Mm-hmm. Where did the summer go, right?
Exactly.
Summer Lake Day here today. Is that Batman down in the Goats dugout?
Yes.
Maybe getting ready to pinch hit on Halloween night here?
Yeah, very possible. Batman is in the house. Where's his mobile? Where's the Batmobile?
Where's his bat?
Swing and a miss, strike three. High heat from Wehunt, and Betancourt goes down swinging. We've played 4 at Duncan Park. It's Portland 2, Hartford nothing. This is Yard Goats Baseball.
He throws a 1-0 to Gorson. Drives one deep to right. This is trouble as Cox moving back toward the bullpen. He hops in the air, and he brought it back. Jonah Cox, what a grab.
Gosh, we've gone to Sea Dogs games since we were kids.
I've been coming to see the Sea Dogs for the last 30 years. Great experience.
Everybody here is just bends over backwards to help people out and wish the world was like it is right here at the ballpark.
We've always wanted to be more than just a baseball team. We want to be strong, active, contributing members of the community. And I think that effort is seen by the people and the fans, and they want to support that effort.
You can own a piece of the minor league game. MILB Auctions lets you bid on game used and autographed bats, balls, jerseys, and more, with items added all season long. Want a piece of the minor league game? Visit MILBauctions.com.
More than 30% of players are Latino. And as you think about that, you have to fit it into the culture of baseball.
One thing that I've always really enjoyed about the Copa program is the players love it. We've had everything from live bands to salsa dancing in the concourse before the game. For us, that meant bringing in a car show.
It really goes with the fun of baseball.
Well, pull out your phone, scan the QR code. Upcoming promotions on the next homestand: Tuesday, July 7th, Polish Heritage Night. Wednesday, July 8th, Duncan Kids Jersey Giveaway. Thursday, July 9th, it's Wedding Vow Renewal Night. And Friday, July 10th, Backyard Baseball Night with post-game fireworks. Scan the QR code. Nellie Taylor leads off the top of the 5th inning against Jack Mahoney and looks at ball one. The Binghamton Rumble Ponies, the AA affiliate of the New York Mets, will be furnishing the opposition, making their lone Duncan Park appearance of the season in that 6-game set. There's a high fly to shallow center. Who's it going to be? 3 players converging. Trouble, and did he make the catch? No. And in at second base, safe, is Taylor. Massive confusion on the part of the Yard Goats on a ball that had to be caught. Watch it again. Wimmer started back, then comes in. Jorge's going out. Coming over from left is Kokoska, and it's Kokoska who had the worst angle, who is unable to make the catch. And a gift base runner for the Portland Sea Dogs to start the top of the 5th inning. Now Abram Liendo, 21 runs batted in against the Yard Goats this year. First ball swinging, fouls it back. That's been scored a double on a ball which had to be caught. It was way up in the air, so the outfielder, Wimmer, the outfielder Kokoska, the shortstop Jorge, all had plenty of time to converge, and they just were caught betwixt and between as Liendo takes a ball. Now we'll see if the Sea Dogs can capitalize. Meanwhile, Mahoney has got to put that out of his mind. He was victimized by the Hartford defense in the 5th inning on Tuesday night.
He was.
One of the reasons he got pulled with 1 out in the 5th. That's a ball. In that game on Tuesday night, we told you earlier, he threw 81 pitches. Pitch count now at 70. That's a ball. And his longest outing this year on 3 prior occasions, 5 innings. His last 2 starts, he's pitched 4 1/3. No action in the Hartford bullpen yet. 3-1 pitch is tapped foul.
Yeah, last time he went 5, Dan, was that game we were talking about earlier, the 10 strikeout game when he gave up only a hit in 5 scoreless innings. That was June 11th here in Hartford against New Hampshire, the Jays affiliate.
And in that 10 strikeout game, he threw just 68 pitches.
getting some stirring in that Hartford bullpen now. Payoff pitch, knocked down by Mahoney. He's got only one play. He gets Liendo at first. Advancing to third base is Taylor. There's one away, so a productive at-bat for Liendo.
Yeah, it's as good as the bunt. Advances the runner to third base, less than 2 outs. And now the dangerous leadoff hitter.
And had the Yard Goats made that play on Taylor, Arias would be batting with 2 outs, nobody on. Now he's batting with 1 out and a runner at third base, and we have got a violation called by the plate umpire. And it's on the hitter, Arias. So a strike has been called. Yard Goats will take that. Infield in. And Arias hits it past a diving Jorge into center field, a base hit. Taylor scores. Arias gets a run batted in, and the Sea Dogs have a 3-0 lead. Well, Arias, even with a count of 0-1 on him, manages to single past the drawn-in infield. Jorge diving for the baseball, and Arias picks up his 41st run batted in of the year.
And Dan, a sinker out over the plate, and Arias hits it right back up the gut.
He's having himself quite a series, having himself quite a season. Grounded to short, to second for 1, on to first, double play. And that ends it, but the Dogs add a run. We've played 4.5 with a score.
You can own a piece of the minor league game. MILB Auctions lets you bid on game used and autographed bats, balls, jerseys, and more, with items added all season long. Want a piece of the minor league game? Visit MILBauctions.com.
Maybe we won't finish this inning. Slowly hit, it's caught on the bare hand. Otañez throws behind the runner for the double play. Whoa! I think he almost surprised himself.
You know, in Boston, every now and then you'll do those throwback days where you bring out the big baggy jerseys, and the baggier the better. When I broke into the league, everybody was wearing really baggy pants, and then as the years go along, I started wearing these skinny, mini, tight pants that looked like they were painted on. So by the time I was with Boston, I really wanted to wear the baggier, the better. We just wanted to be flying around in the outfield there, having a good time.
And Sanford crushes this one into center field. Sanford has left the yard. It is 7-4, his 7th home run of the season. Well, Sanford hits this one to right. Sanford leaves the yard for the second consecutive at-bat. And Sanford cranks this one. Kling looking up. It is gone! Sanford goes deep to center, his 3rd.
Left fielder number 6, Zach Acosta.
Yard Goats Baseball is presented by Mike's Amazing Mayonnaise and Mustard. When it's on, it's on. Find Mike's Amazing here at Duncan Park and on sale today at your local market. To learn more, visit Mike'sAmazingFoods.com. And Mike's Amazing Foods goes very well with what you are watching right there. As we go to the last of the 5th, Zach Kokoska leads it off against Blake Wehunt, who's been lights out today. The first pitch is upstairs, ball 1. Kokoska grounded out to first, pitcher covering his first time up. There's the man of the moment, Wehunt, who's thrown just 45 pitches. Fouled away. 1-1. Sea Dogs scored a run in the very first inning on a 1-out home run by Miguel Bleis, a solo shot. His 4th homer in 3 games. They tacked on runs in the 3rd and the 5th. And that's where we stand. 1-1 pitch. That's a ball. They scored a run in the 3rd on a 1-out single by Franklin Arias. He ended up moving to 3rd on a double by Nate Baez and scored on a wild pitch. And then they just added a run on the 5th. Big rip, no contact by Kokoska. 2-2 the count.
Davis Palermo, Dan, up and loosening in the Yard Goats pen out right field.
So we will see him in the 6th. Mahoney's day is done. The 2-2. High in the air down the left field line. That's out of play.
Just a gorgeous afternoon for baseball. Another big crowd here at Duncan Park. This entire series has drawn big crowds, beginning on Tuesday night, straight through until today. 2-2 pitch. Foul to the right. Still think back to that Tuesday night crowd, Jeff, how exuberant it was.
It was. They were really into it. Each pitch got louder and louder at the ballpark. Great crowds all week, though.
Again, the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Strikeout number 6 for Wehunt, and he has struck out 3 in a row.
Hey, Van Wimmer and Betancourt to wrap up last inning. Now he strikes out Kokoska to open this 5th. He's got it working.
That's going to bring up the first baseman, Jimmy Obertop. He struck out looking his first time up. And the first pitch is in there for a strike, a sinker. Now, the most that Wehunt has struck out in a game was 11. He did that in 5 innings on May the 21st against Reading. That's a ball. If you're wondering, his longest outing of the year, 6 innings. He did it in back-to-back games against Binghamton on May 27th and against the Yard Goats on June 4th. That's a ball.
A couple of pitches popping out of the mid of Nate Baez.
Wehunt has made it look easy so far.
Yeah, against a pretty good offensive team. The Goats 6th in batting, 5th in runs and homers.
There's a high pop-up into shallow right field. Who's it going to be? Blaze puts it away, and there are 2 down. Now the catcher, Cole Messina. Take a look again on that pop-up to shallow right. Blaze is everywhere. We've seen him play center in this series. He's in right field today. Other than that, he hits home runs. So now Messina with 2 outs, nobody on base in the last of the 5th inning, 3-0 Sea Dogs. And there's a slider in there for a strike. Messina catching today. Bryant Betancourt serving as the DH. 1 strike pitch. That's a ball. Wehunt working quickly. Messina hasn't requested time. And this one is hit off of Wehunt. Will there be a play? Liendo throws and gets him. We had to wait a while for the first base umpire, Tyler Hovick. Score that one 1-4-3. We've played 5. Portland 3, Hartford nothing. This is Yard Goats baseball.
Well, this is the most famous jersey in baseball, right? The Yankee pinstripes, the interlocking NY, and the Midnight Navy. I was a Yankee fan growing up my whole life, die hard, and became a free agent after 7 years with the Rockies, and I wanted to be a Yankee so bad. Putting this jersey on for a headshot for the first time, it felt different than any other shirt I'd ever put on in my career.
One of the personal touches on the uniform is the gray, making it look like it's the old wool.
The great thing about the Birmingham Black Barons uniforms, very simple in regards to the triangle B and the block lettering for Birmingham across the chest.
This is something that's a little bit more geared towards the players. Having the tribute to Negro League, I think this is going to be a marquee moment for them in their journey.
To be able to honor and salute the legacy and contributions of the Negro League legends is just unbelievable.
As there goes the runner, this one hit high into right field and looking up as that one is fair. As this one hit, and that one is gone again. 2-1. This one hit high into right field, going back back at the wall is White Jr. He leaps up, and that is another home run for Eric Hartman, his third of the game.
Now to get your playoff tickets, Yard Goats will be in the first round of the playoffs, and they are going to host at least one game, maybe two games. So get your playoff tickets for the 2026 season. Scan the QR code now. Exciting times again, Jeff.
Exciting times. Second time in 3 years they'll play playoff baseball here in Hartford.
Davis Palermo comes on in relief of Jack Mahoney as we start the top of the sixth inning. Native of North Carolina. And he will work first to Nate Baez. There's a high fly to left, way up there. Kokoska battling the sun. And there's one out to start the top of the sixth inning. One pitch, one away. Pitchers love that.
Yep.
Davis Palermo is making his 21st appearance of the year. 3 wins, 3 losses. Run average of 7.49. He also has 1 save. Brooks Brennan has struck out twice. Looks at ball 1. (3-0) Portland leads it. And this one is looped down the left field line. It is a foul ball.
Nice job by Mahoney, Dan, who goes 5 innings, ends up giving up 3 runs earned on 5 hits with a walk and 6 strikeouts. He threw 77 pitches. Leaves trailing 3-0, so the Goats will have to make a comeback or he'll get hit with his first loss. But I think good decision by Robinson Cancel to get him out in a very warm day, toasty afternoon, and he did his job keeping Hartford in the ballgame.
He sure did. Brannon goes back to get a new piece of lumber. Palermo appearing for the first time since Tuesday night. He pitched in the first game of this series. That's a strike as he rubbed a wrinkle on that pitch. Palermo pitched 2 1/3 innings, allowed a run, a hit, struck out 2, walked 2. Threw 36 pitches in 2 1/3, but kept the Yard Goats in a ball game they eventually won. Swing and a miss, strike 3, as Brannon strikes out for the 3rd time today.
He's had a rough afternoon here in Hartford, hasn't he?
He has had a rough series.
Yep.
Hartford has held him in check in this series. But they haven't held this guy in check, although so far today he's 0 for 2. Johanfran Garcia, who has grounded into a fielder's choice and popped out to first. 3-0 Portland. Sea Dogs have 3 runs on 5 hits. Hartford no runs on 1 hit. And there's a line drive down the left field line. It is a foul ball.
Wow, just by a hair.
Taking a look at the third base umpire, he seemed to turn late on that one before making a call. Wondering if he expected that it was going to automatically be foul, but as you said, Jeff, that was close.
Oh, look at how excited she is. It was close getting a baseball. Thanks to Zach Kokoska in left field.
1 strike pitch. And that's a ball. Fastball missing away. 1-1 on Garcia. This one is bounced to short. Jorge sets, gets his man, and Palermo comes on and throws a 1-2-3 inning. We've played 5 1/2. It's Portland.
As there goes the runner, this one hit high into right field and looking up as that one is fair. As this one hit, and that one is gone again. 2-1. This one hit high into right field. Going back at the wall is White Jr. He leaps up, and that is another home run for Eric Hartman, his 3rd of the game. Two away and 1 on for him. He's first pitch swinging. This one going towards center. Sanchez tracking at the wall. It'll bounce off the wall. It'll kick away from Sanchez. That'll score 1 run. No one still got it. They're trying to wave him home, and the throw is not in time. Here in downtown Greensboro, as this one's hit a ton into center field. Sanchez going back, looking at the wall, and
and it's gone. Williams had not hit a home run all season.
The Bhutanese dragon is a very uniquely designed dragon, and so we did have to make sure that we were staying very true to the dragon that you see behind me.
We had to get special permission from the Bhutan Olympic Committee because this is a national flag, so luckily we've been working with the Olympic Committee the whole time, so it was a very easy approval process once we sent the appropriate documentation.
The whole creative design was done by the Hudson Valley Renegades. They did an amazing job.
Well, it's halfway to Halloween here at Duncan Park this afternoon. Now, I know the calendar says it's more than that, but here at Duncan Park, they've come out all in their costumes. Jeff, Spider-Man here today.
Yeah.
Take a look.
Yeah, he's a fan favorite, isn't he?
Yep.
And candy, see, if I had known there was candy, Dan, I definitely would have
Worn your
dressed up
costume,
today.
right.
But it was kids only, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Well, you're a kid.
I am a kid.
Jose Torres tries to bunt his way on, and the pitch goes foul, almost as if he was fighting that pitch.
There's a great event that happens here in October.
Right.
It's the weekend before Halloween, and it's Connecticut's largest trick-or-treat, and the kids come in, and there are thousands that come through during that 3-4 hour stretch. It's so fun.
That's when Jeff wears his costume.
Yes.
Bouncer to third as Winne throws out Torres, one third baseman to another to start the last of the sixth inning. Well, I'll tell you what. Wehunt has now retired 8 straight. The only man to reach base is the fella digging in, G.J. Hill, who doubled his first time up, as you just watched the replay of that ground out. But Hill is the only guy who's got a hit.
Right.
Ball one.
He's retired the leadoff hitter in each of the first 6 innings. And he has been very efficient today with his pitch count.
Just his 60th pitch coming up. Fouled back, 1-1.
And to me, the impressive thing with that, Dan, is he has 6 strikeouts. I mean, usually this point in the game in the 6th inning, you have 6 punch-outs. You're higher than 60 pitches.
That's right. 1-1. Fouled back, 1-2. That was the changeup, which he has thrown sparingly but effectively today. There's a look at Spider-Man. Look at that youngster. Got his Halloween costume on. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Hill strikes out, make it 7 strikeouts for Wehunt.
Now batting number 1, Dion Jorge.
To the top of the order, and Dion Jorge, who has grounded out to short and grounded out to first, pitcher covering. As Wehunt has the Yard Goats eating out of his hands today. The pitch. Inside ball 1. There's a look at Blake Wehunt, native of Athens, Georgia, 9th round pick out of Kennesaw State by the Red Sox in 2023. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a foul at the plate, 1-1. Wondering if his manager would send him out to pitch the 7th inning if he has an easy 6th.
I can't see why not. Again, it's only a 3-0 game. It seems to me like the Yard Goats are behind 7-0.
That's a good point.
Just the way that they've done nothing against Blake Wehunt today.
1-1 pitch. Fouled back. He jammed Jorge that time, and Jorge just got a piece of it. But now he's behind on the count, and that's been one of the stories today. These Hartford hitters, Jeff, have been behind on the count in most of their at-bats.
Now, again, there are 2 regulars not playing. Aidan Longwell, among the league leaders in several offensive categories, and Rock Riggio, the everyday second baseman. But just getting a day's rest.
Strike 3 called. Jorge is punched out, and for the 5th time in 6 innings, Wehunt retires the Yard Goats in order. End of 6, Portland 3, Hartford nothing. This is Yard Goats baseball on NESN.
2-1.
Hit to left, towards the line. Arroyo sprints towards the corner, lays out, and he caught it. Michael Arroyo with a great grab, looking like a guy who's not learning a new position.
Lifted high in the air down the third base line. Third baseman Morales near the sidewall, reaching out over the netting. He reels it in, side retired. A couple of really nice plays defensively in this game.
Monteverde's 1-2 to Baez. His power deep out to left. How majestic is that? It hits the tree in left. 438-foot home run.
I'm Jonathan Mayo, and for more than 20 years, I've traced the path of baseball's rising stars, navigating the back roads of the national pastime and basking in the glow of small-town America's spirit, where the team is woven into the fabric of everyday life, where it's more than just a game. It's a celebration of the people, the traditions, and the culture that give these places their soul. This is Grassroots.
You can own a piece of the minor league game. MILB Auctions lets you bid on game used and autographed bats, balls, jerseys, and more, with items added all season long. Want a piece of the minor league game? Visit MILBauctions.com.
Where the Yard Goats rank among the Eastern League leaders, they're up there. Connor Stain, first in opposition average. Connor Eaton, Andy Perez, Bryant Betancourt, Jake Brooks, Dion Jorge, all among the league leaders in the Eastern League. And here's another leader as we head to the 7th, the voice of the Yard Goats, Jeff Dooley.
All right, Dan, thank you very much. Jack Winne leads things off, 3-0 Sea Dogs. Yeah, you saw the graphic. How about this season for Connor Stain? Boy, he worked so hard to get where he is, and he's been one of the top key guys in Hartford's rotation, which is _1 in the Eastern League. Fly ball out to center. Whitmer dropping back. He'll line it up and bring it in for out number 1. Saw Stain the other night. And he has allowed batters to a .201 batting average. .201, that is it. That'll work.
That's amazing.
And he's throwing strikes too, so he's not walking guys either.
That's right.
The left fielder for Portland today is Matt Frazier, 0 for 2. A fly out and a strikeout. Breaking pitch misses badly for ball 1. Dogs got single runs in the 2nd, 3rd, and 5th innings. Scoring every other frame as you look at the Halloween bag. On Halloween Day, Sea Dogs up 3-0. Fly ball hit towards right. It's hit pretty well. It'll stay in the ballpark, though, as G.J. Hill moves in several steps down. He makes the catch. Frazier gets under it too much and does the second out of the 7th. But it's getting late in the Yard Goats offense against Blake Wehunt. What do you think? He starts the 7th? I say yes. Although there is someone loosening now, or beginning to loosen.
No, he's not going to. That might be Michael Sansone, the Cheshire, Connecticut native.
Nellie Taylor is the batter, 1 for 2. Doubled and scored.
I would say Wehunt's day is done, matching his longest outing of the year of 6 innings.
Looks like it's Jeremy Yellen. That's up high, and 2-0 now to Nellie Taylor.
The Red Sox organization, we have the 6-game series. The pitcher who starts the Tuesday game does not start the Sunday game.
There's a strike, and it's 2-1.
By design, they go with 6 different starters, whereas in the case of the Yard Goats, again, per organization policy, the pitcher who starts the Tuesday game usually starts the Sunday game.
Check swing and appeal, and third base umpire Ian Durkin says he held up, and it's 3-1. Yard Goats actually right now roster-wise down a couple, Dan, including a starting pitcher, with lefty Connor Eaton going on the shelf. You wonder if they're going to get a new pitcher for the road trip. There's a pop-up back behind the plate. Messina takes off the mask, has a play, and makes the catch of the warning track gravel. Actually caught it with one hand, holding the mask in the other. Goats get a 1-2-3-7 stretch time here.
Payoff. Popped up, right field side, shallow, Poole sprinting in, going out, Santana makes the grab! My goodness!
Gosh, we've gone to Sea Dogs games since we were kids.
I've been coming to see the Sea Dogs for the last 30 years. Great experience.
Everybody here is just bends over backwards to help people out and wish the world was like it is right here at the ballpark.
We've always wanted to be more than just a baseball team. We want to be strong, active, contributing members of the community. And I think that effort is seen by the people and the fans, and they want to support that effort.
Another 1-2. Tipped into the mitt, held on to strike three. Aiden Cremarosa has thrown the first solo no-hitter in River Dogs history.
Starter Henry Baez was very good. Line drive.
Glove by Leo and a leaping catch at shortstop.
Leo DeVries slap a little leather line drive handled by the Hounds.
You can own a piece of the minor league game. MILB Auctions lets you bid on game used and autographed bats, balls, jerseys, and more, with items added all season long. Want a piece of the minor league game? Visit MILBauctions.com.
Thank you, Steve. All right, let me hear you good and loud. A 1, a 2, a 3. Take me out to the ball game.
Now it's time for the game summary as we hit the stretch time here in Hartford. First inning. Second batter, Miguel Blaze takes Jack Mahoney deep, just over the outstretched glove of Braylon Wimmer. Boy, he almost got that one. 1-0 Portland. Sea Dogs in front again. Bottom of 3. How about this defensive play with a runner on base? What a stab by the first baseman, Brooks Brandon. Flips to the pitcher, Weehunt, who makes the play and falls down just in time to get a Jorge. Now we go to the 5th. Chance for the Sea Dogs to add to a 2-0 lead. They do. Franklin Arias, the Red Sox top prospect, singles to center. That plates Nelly Taylor in from third base. And the Sea Dogs with a 3-0 lead. It is 3-0 still as we go to the bottom half of the 7th inning. And a new pitcher is in, Jeremy Williams, 27-year-olds. You saw him pitch a couple of days ago. Pitched an inning, gave up 2 runs on 3 hits, no walks and a strikeout. He's making his 3rd appearance of the season. And what a great job done by Blake Weehunt, who turns things over to the bullpen with a 3-0 lead.
6 innings, 1 hit, struck out 8, 3 below his season high, but he pitched 1 over the minimum. The 1 hit, a double by G.J. Hill, the only Yard Goats base runner.
So the Goats try to get the Sea Dogs bullpen today. That shove foul, third base side, out of play.
Now the bullpen has given the Dogs issues, but we shall see.
Yellen, fastball, sinker, cutter, sweeper. Part of the arsenal. Ground ball, first base, foul. He's 6'2", 210, 26 years old, from Seattle. Pitched for China in the 2025 World Baseball Classic. Trying to hold a 3-0 lead. 2 strikes, it stays to Andy Perez. Braylon Wimmer next, and then Bryant's Bedcourt here in the 7th inning. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got eaten up by a breaking pitch. Good looking slider that time from Yellen. He strikes out the league leader in hits, Sandy Perez, for out number 1.
That's 9 strikeouts now for Portland pitching. And you take a look at the Sea Dogs pitching staff. They entered this game 3rd in the Eastern League as far as strikeouts by pitching staffs with 744, and they've tacked on 9 to that number today.
And no walks today.
That's right.
There's Braylon Wimmer.
And by the way, Jeff, that is not unusual. They are second to last in walks allowed. Only the Reading Fightin' Phils have allowed fewer walks as a pitching staff.
2 balls and no strikes.
I mean, if you're a manager or you're a farm director, you're looking at those numbers and you're saying, well, that's the idea. Cut down on those walks.
That's popped up behind the plate. Baez will watch it find a seat back behind home plate, just to the right, and 2 balls and a strike to Wimmer.
And the scramble on for the souvenir, and the kid's going to get it.
A lot of baseballs dished out today. Baseballs and candy.
Yeah.
And a look at Chompers.
Yeah, Chompers in the ballpark as always.
He's always got a good seat. Wimmer out of the way of the inside heater at 93, and it's 3-1. Braylon with his 2nd season with the Yard Goats, just his 3rd in the minors. Rocky's 8th round pick out of the University of South Carolina. He looks at a strike. A slider at 87. It's 3-2. Swings and misses, strike 3. Tough day for Wimmer, 0 for 3. All 3 at bats, strikeouts, and Yellen has struck out the first 2 that he has faced.
Tied him up with a slider. And I'll tell you what, these Portland pitchers are getting it done again.
That's 10 strikeouts now for Sea Dogs pitching as the DH Bryant Betancourt climbs in. Betancourt a fly to left and a strikeout swinging. Well, Dan, Robbie Kensell, the Yard Goats manager, told us the other day, he said, I really like this Portland team. They've got some really good players, and he thinks this team is going to be in contention in the second half of the year. If they win it, of course, they'll play the Yard Goats, who won the first half. But a victory today, if Portland can hold on, they're going to move to 4-2 in the division.
And we'll have won the season series 13-11.
Yeah. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Betancourt getting a piece.
Well, you look at what they've done in June. In fact, they're going to hate to see the calendar turn on Wednesday of this week into July, because it's just been lights out in June.
Swing and a miss. Oh boy, got him with a slider that time. 1, 2, 3 go the Goats as we Yellen fans this side. We played 7.
1-2. Maduro grounds it towards short. Holiday diving stop, glove flip for 1. What a play! But Ethan Holiday with a spectacular stop.
You can own a piece of the minor league game. MILB Auctions lets you bid on game used and autographed bats, balls, jerseys, and more, with items added all season long. Want a piece of the minor league game? Visit MILBauctions.com.
The first thing people realize is the history of Montgomery, and that history is real. So while that history is in the past, it also helps us move forward in a positive way.
Just like a lot of other of the 120 minor league teams, is the baseball is not what we do, right? The Tampa Bay Rays do a phenomenal job of sending amazing athletes here, and we let them handle the baseball, and we handle everything outside the line.
The 1-1 pitch is hit high in the air to deep left center field. Long run for Carrick. He won't get it. Bangs off the wall and then bounces way away from him. It's going to score 3. Earhart's on his way to third. They're going to send him in. Here's the relay throw from Amador. Fulford's tag is not in time. That is an inside the park grand slam for Zach Earhart.
Valley Sports Live is your home for minor league baseball all season long. Watch every game at no cost in the MILB Zone. Test your skills and earn rewards at the Game Center. Buy tickets to watch your favorite teams. Valley Sports Live is the perfect companion for the minor league baseball fan. Step up to the plate and download the Valley Sports Live app today. A new pitcher in the game, Dan, is Austin Smith takes over for the Yard Goats.
Austin Smith has been summoned to his 23rd appearance of the season, all in relief, 1 win, 2 losses, 3 saves, and a 3.21 earned run average.
Abram Liendo will see him first. It's inside, 2 balls, no strikes. What a great job by Davis Palmeiro, who pitched the 6th and the 7th. 2 perfect innings, no hits, runs, walks, and 1 punch out for Palermo. There's a strike.
Jeff, he threw just 17 pitches.
That's efficient.
Yep.
It's fouled into the mid of the catcher. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Smith appeared in this series on Thursday night, pitched 2/3 of an inning scoreless, only threw 3 pitches. That's sufficient.
It is, as a 4-seam slider, a 4-seam fastball, slider, and a splitter. There's a line drive to center field and a base hit. Abram Liendo, the leadoff single here in the 8th inning.
That's the first hit of this game by any side since the 5th inning.
Top of the lineup now in the dangerous Franklin Arias, who has 2 more hits today. Rockies got Smith last season from the Braves in exchange for pitcher Tyler Kinley at the trading deadline. Liendo, Dan, a concern at first base.
As well he should be. Liendo has been a thorn in Hartford's side all season long.
That's skied towards left center field. Wimmer, Kokoska come together. It'll be Wimmer that pulls up to make the catch. Arias retired for just the 2nd time today, and there's 1 away.
You got him on an inside fastball, and anytime you can get Arias out, you breathe a sigh of relief as Wimmer hauls that in, getting back to Liendo. He does have 14 stolen bases on the year, and you cannot rule out a potential stolen base here, although you got a big bat at the plate in Blaze.
Miguel 1 for 3 today with a home run. He swings here, shoots one to center. On the move is Wimmer, going back, and he's got it. And then makes contact with the fence. Liendo was all the way to second base, but only able to retreat back to first, and a deep flyout by Blaze. Tell you what, that ball kept carrying, Dan, to the alleyway just to the right of the triangle, and Wimmer had to go a long way to make the grab.
That's a tremendous catch because, remember, he's playing Blaze a tad to pull, and he had to go the other direction and hauled it in. That ball was 100.9 miles per hour off Blaze's bat.
Nate Baez 1 for 2 with a double and a walk. He looks at strike 1. Fastball at 95, right at the knees. Kids getting ready for run the bases as they always do on Sundays here at Duncan Park. One ball, 1 strike.
They're going to be running in their costumes today.
Yeah, right? That is low, and it's 2-1. Now it's 3-1. Sea Dogs will love to add on to a 3-0 lead as we play here in the visiting portion of the 8th inning. On the Florida first base, and runner back underneath the tag of Jimmy Obertop.
He might be going on this 3-1 pitch here with 2 outs. Big lead.
He does have a big lead. Next one spoiled by Baez.
He'll definitely be going now.
No doubt about that. And with 2 outs, the Sea Dogs catch a break, as will be off and running. If Baez can find a gap, Sea Dogs will be in business. Austin Smith thinking about the strikeout. That's hit foul, back of the seats along first. 97 that time, Dan, for the righty.
Well, there's no doubt he's got the fastball. Whether he can harness it is the question, and he seems to be showing improvement as the season wears on.
There goes the runner. The 3-2 pitch is again fouled off. First base side, back into the seats, and we'll do it again. 3-2.
This is one of the few extended at-bats we've seen today on either side. It's a lengthy at-bat, and a good job by Baez as he tries to get the pitch he wants.
Three-two again, swinging a pop-up, right field for G.J. Hill. With the sunglasses on, comes in and makes the catch to retire the side. So Smith pitch and run a leadoff single. 1 man left. Goats coming up in the 8th inning when we come back.
Alternate identities are always great because it just adds a new layer. When you talk about Rochester, our most famous cuisine is the garbage plate. It became so popular that Thursdays are for the plates in Rochester.
The first alternate identity that we had was the Albuquerque green chili cheeseburgers.
So that's what makes minor league baseball great. We have an amazing ability to get in touch with our community.
I'm Jonathan Mayo, and for more than 20 years, I've traced the path of baseball's rising stars, navigating the back roads of the national pastime and basking in the glow of small-town America's spirit, where the team is woven into the fabric of everyday life, where it's more than just a game. It's a celebration of the people, the traditions, and the culture that give these places their soul. This is Grassroots.
Payoff. Popped up, right field side, shallow, Poole sprinting in, going out, Santana makes the grab! My goodness!
Well, the Yard Goats heading to the Eastern League playoffs. This is how they did it. And they'll play a best-of-3 series. Game 1 will be at the winner of the second half, but on September 17th, Game 2, 6:30 here at Duncan Park. Game 3, if necessary, will be in Hartford as well. And then if the Goats win that best-of-3 series, they'll go on to the Eastern League Finals. It's all coming up in September. Hope to see you on the 17th. Well, we hope to see you before that. Dan, new pitcher on for Portland. It's Max Carlson as we open the 8th.
Wu Yellen ends up going just 1 inning, strikes out the side, Jeff.
He was good.
Now Carlson making his 21st appearance, 2 wins, 1 loss, and a 5.82 earned run average.
Sea Dogs pitching has struck out 11 today. Kokoska sends a foul off the end of his bat. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Carlson, a 6'1", 190-pounder, a native of Edina, Minnesota, 12th round draft pick in 2023. He is 24 years of age.
Choppers up there visiting the sweet level. Ground ball right side, but right at Abram Liendo. Gets low to make the play and throws out Kokoska for the first out of the 8th inning. What a game thrown by Sea Dogs pitching. Blake Wehunt went 6, only faced 1 over the minimum. There's only been 1 batter to reach for Hartford, G.J. Hill. He cracked a 2-out double to right in the 3rd inning. That's been it.
Side's been retired in order 6 of the 7 innings.
Yep. There's Jimmy Obertap. He'll try to change that. Swings here and grounds one into left field for a base hit. So the Goats get a 1-out single. Hartford's 2nd hit of the day. He kind of ambushed that pitch, Dan.
Yeah, he jumped on the first pitch. It was a cutter, outer portion of the plate. Managed to find the hole between 3rd and short. And the Yard Goats get a base runner.
Carlson pitched at University of North Carolina. Earlier we saw Davis Palermo for the Yard Goats. He pitched at UNC. He was a Tar Heel. Cole Messina's turn. 1 on, 1 out. 3-0 Sea Dogs in the 8th. That's in for strike 1. This would be something if the Goats could make some noise here in the 8th inning and do it against Portland's bullpen. One ball, 1 strike.
Jeff, we were talking earlier about how effective this Portland pitching staff is as far as allowing walks. 2nd fewest walk of any staff in the league. And in this series, they're averaging a little under 3 walks per game.
That hit off the end of the bat and skips foul. Well, that's good, right? You want to throw strikes and get out.
And today they have yet to walk a batter. We're in the last of the 8th inning with 1 out.
Over top, back underneath the tag of Brooks Brannon. 3 runs on 6 hits for the Sea Dogs. No runs on 2 hits for the Yard Goats. Neither team has committed an error. That's low, 2-2. Carlson pitching his 2nd game this week. He got a hold 2 appearances ago against Somerset on June 19th. So the opponents hitless before today, and 5 of his last 7. Here he strikes out Cole Messina. 12 strikeouts now for Sea Dogs pitching on this Sunday.
That was a sinker that got the upper portion of the zone.
Jose Torres, 0 for 2, both at bats groundouts. The first one bends in for strike 1. Goats in danger of losing their first series here at Duncan Park since late April. 1 ball, 1 strike. The Goats ended up losing a series against Richmond. It was a rain-shortened series. April 14th through the 19th. They've either won or split their last 9. It's one of the reasons why they're first half champs in the Eastern League's Northeast Division. Clinched it last Friday on the road in Reading. Meanwhile, Torres falling behind. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hartford's going to be in a New York state of mind the next 2 weeks. They go to Somerset to play the Yankees affiliate next week and then return home to play the Mets affiliate the week after.
Yeah, and they haven't seen the Mets affiliate here in Hartford this year.
And they haven't seen the Yankees affiliate at all.
No, they have not. That is outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Yeah, it came down really at the last weekend of the season between Hartford and Somerset. And they didn't have a single game in the first half, which is very rare.
Yep.
In the division. The 2-2 from Carlson. Fly to right. Lace angling towards the line into foul territory, makes the catch and then glides into the sidewall.
The people are welcoming, they're loving, they're caring. So if you're looking for a familial feel, definitely Asheville.
It's Asheville. That's all you got to say.
Yeah.
They're excited to be back and back on their feet, so it's been awesome to see the rebuild.
Winning or losing, like everybody's there having a good time rooting us on, so I've always enjoyed that the whole year.
You play here at the tourist park and you feel like you're back in the old days playing real baseball.
Nestled right into the mountains there.
That's right on a cliff.
At Fenway. Off the bat of Chang, center fielder back, and he will have a sliding triple. 2-2 pitch. Going back, it's over his head. Chen with his second extra base knock. The 3-2 in front of the berm, and it carries out of here. And he bunts. Holderman turns, throws, base hit, and Chang will be a third, and he's done it on a bunt and a cycle for that guy.
I'm helping these kids be the best versions of themselves. I'm also representing like where I came from. And in the Zilla team, I was working with a creative guy that was with Nike. I work with my best friend who manages this team with me. And we kind of just like put together like what we think would look cool. We weren't like Godzilla theme. You kind of get to help them grow up into a young man and help them just make the right steps forward. And that's really why I started it, to have impact.
Well, as we look at the road ahead for the Yard Goats, they're off to Somerset, New Jersey next for 6 against the Yankees affiliate. And then back home at Duncan Park, Mets affiliate in town, the Binghamton Rumble Ponies, July 7th through the 12th, and it's off to Chesapeake. That's the Orioles affiliate in Bowie, Maryland. That's part of a 2-city lengthy road trip. The Goats will also head to Richmond after that. But look forward to seeing everyone at Duncan Park, July 7th through the 12th with Binghamton in town. We've hit the 9th inning, visiting portion, Dan, and the 4th pitcher comes in for Hartford is lefty Sam Weatherly.
He's making his 21st appearance of the year and his 19th in relief. 1 win, 3 losses, no saves.
Brooks Brannon will see him first, and the first one bends in for a strike.
Weatherly worked against the Sea Dogs on Tuesday night and was the winning pitcher. Hurled an inning into third scoreless, struck out 1, walked 1.
He looked great, didn't he, in that game?
Yes, he did.
A swing and a miss. And strike 3 for Brannon as he fans to begin this 9th inning.
Now there's bullpen action for the Sea Dogs, so I believe we'll see another pitcher in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Brooks Brannon will be happy when this game's over. Yep. All 4 at-bat strikeouts today.
Yep. Tough day for Brooks.
Yep. Johanfran Garcia also has been held in check. He's had a great season, 0 for 3 today as he rattles the first one foul.
Now, pitchers have dominated, really.
And there's the attendance, 7,027 watching on this toasty afternoon here in the capital city. Many of them lining up already to run the bases. All the kids get to do that on Sundays. There's a ground ball base hit. Jorge was playing in the hole as opposed to up the middle, and Garcia sent it right up the middle. He's got his first hit of the day. Jack Winne. Recent call-up, playing in his 5th game. He just joined the team up from Class A Greenville. Oh for 3 with a couple of groundouts and a flyout today. There's strike 1.
Jeff, the Portland pitching staff is bidding for its 6th shutout of the season. We'll see what happens in the bottom of the 9th.
And they had a no-hitter this season against Hartford. There's a fly ball hit towards left center field. This is hit well. We're heading back to the track, and it's gone. Jake Winne hits a home run, his first in Double-A, a 2-run blast here in the 9th inning. And it's now 5-0 Portland.
And that might be the exclamation point for the Portland Sea Dogs as Winne ripped it. It was a slider, hanging slider, and he turned on it and sent it a pretty fur piece, 104 miles plus off his bat into the seats, traveling 381 feet.
Matt Frazier to the hitter. Frazier 0 for 3, so that's the first run for Portland since a single marker in the 5th. And strike one, and suddenly the Sea Dogs 3 outs away from winning 4 out of 6 on the road here in Hartford this week.
Which will make that trip back to Portland seem like 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Deep drive, right field. Hill back looking up, and it's out of here. Back-to-back home runs. Jack Winne. Now Matt Frazier joins the club, and it's now 6-0 Portland. Oh, that got out of here in a hurry.
Yeah, it did, Jeff. The Sea Dogs homering on back-to-back sliders from Weatherly, and Frazier pounded that one. Well, you talk about turning on a pitch. That's got to feel good for the ex-AAA ball player. 403 feet that traveled. Left his bat with an exit speed of 108 miles per hour.
He's warming up to see his old team, Altoona, who's in town in Portland next week. Now Nellie Taylor. Taylor 1 for 3, doubled and scored in the 5th inning.
Second straight game the Sea Dogs have hit back-to-back homers. They
That's right.
did it in the 8th inning last night.
Last night it was Franklin Arias and Miguel Blaze. The go-ahead home run and make it 2-1. And then Blaze followed Arias with a solo shot to make it 3-1. I'll tell you what, the Arias one was obviously big. The Blaze one, I thought, was maybe even bigger, Dan, because it took the wind right out of the sails of Hartford. Andy Perez followed with a home run in the bottom half of the inning, but that still only pulled the Goats within 1, and Portland ended up winning that game, and now to go 5-2. 3-1 now to Nellie Taylor. Weatherly's got this 9th. Hartford's bullpen is quiet. That's ball 4. So 4 straight reach against Sam Weatherly.
That's only the second walk given up in the ball game, both by Hartford pitching. The Sea Dogs pitching has yet to walk a batter. And now you see Cole Messina is out there trying to settle Weatherly down as Taylor reaches first base and is met by first base coach Kyle Schmidt. But this is turning out to be a very big inning for the Sea Dogs. They'll feel better about things going to the bottom of the 9th with at least a 6-run cushion.
Weatherly, Rockies' 3rd-round pick out of Clemson back in 2022. He spent last season under Hartford, so he is a second-year yard goat. Abram Liendo swinging and fouling that one off of Cole Messina. And catchers take a beating, don't they?
Yeah. Whether it's Messina, Betancourt, Garcia, Baez.
Yeah.
They used to call the catching gear, Jeff, the tools of ignorance. And
right. No doubt about it. And Betancourt, he was getting banged up last night.
Yeah.
Fouls off his chest protector, the shin pad. At one point, they had to go out and get him some water. That's in for a strike, and the count 0-2. Final game between these two this season. Goats needed to win to split the season series. It was tight. Portland winning 12 of the first 23. That's out of the ballpark. Out on Main Street, no balls, 2 strikes. Before this current homestand, the Yard Goats had won 5 of 6 series. Plane flying over Duncan Park. Reading, New Hampshire, Altoona at New Hampshire, the victims. There's a swing and a miss, and Liendo strikes out. That's the second K for Weatherly in the second out of the 9th inning.
You know, Jeff, we had talked about the Portland power coming into this series, and the Yard Goats had pulled the plug on that power. The first 3 games of the series, Portland did not homer. They've hit 7 home runs since.
Franklin Arias, one of those guys to contribute with the long ball, and he takes outside for a ball. He's got 15 homers on the season. 5th in the league. He is number 1 in batting with that .320 .29 batting average now. He's raised it 3 points since this game began. And I'm sure the speculation will continue after this game. How much more time will Arias need in the Eastern League before moving up? When will he be with the Woo Sox? People are asking. That's outside. It's 2-1. Sea Dogs would love to keep him. He has certainly been one of the top players in the league, and if he had an MVP conversation, he would be talked about a lot. Tracks that one low. 2 balls and a strike. I'm impressed by a lot of things that he does, Dan, but I've seen him a couple of times in the games he's played against Hartford, and he has hit balls outside of the strike zone, balls for hits, and that's not easy to do all the time. And there he's got a look at his eye. He takes the walk, and second walk this inning for Sam Weatherly, and now 2 on.
And for Arias, that very well could be his last plate appearance at Duncan Park. You don't know if you're going to see him again.
No.
And here we go, one of those innings, the 8th batter to bat this inning, and it's Mr. Home Run himself, Miguel Bleis.
Bleis, second batter of the ball game, homer. Ball 1. Looking at the radar, that looked like it was a strike. In the box. The box in red. No doubt about that one. A foul ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Goats in Somerset off tomorrow. They'll head to New Jersey on Tuesday. Jackson Cox gets the starting assignment. 6:35 at Somerset on Tuesday nights. TD Bank Ballpark. Goats will be there Tuesday through Sunday. Looking forward to seeing some of the Yankees prospects. They generally have a good team. They got off to a slow start this year, but they were right there at the end. You can never really count them out, can you?
Well, you cannot, and it was Portland that really helped the Yard Goats out by taking 4 out of 6 against Somerset in Portland last week.
Ball and 2 strikes as Weatherly looks on. Bleis pops a foul back into the seats behind the plate. 1-2. It's a 3-0 game going to the 9th. Now it's 6-0. Line drive center field. Wimmer makes the play to end the inning. But the Dogs put up 3 against Sam Weatherly. Last call for the Goats. We go to the bottom of the 9th. 6-0 Portland here in Hartford.
Stopped focusing on limitations and started believing in possibility. For someone who experiences the world differently, or whose disability.
This is a good one right here. The Padres. Little pinstripe unis. We would wear these every Thursday. When I kept it, I wanted to keep it all dirty. I always felt like if you didn't get dirty in a baseball game, you kind of didn't really play that day. So I had my pine tar there, a little dirt in the front side of it, but the brown and orange, really cool cleats. All the fans really enjoyed it as much as the players did.
We go to the top of the 7th inning in a game that has flown by. We're on immaculate inning watch now. It's 6 pitches, 6 strikes, 2 Ks for Dirk. Dirk is not messing around here. Pitch away from joining him here in the top of the 7th. His 0-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3, and the 7th inning for Hayden Dirk is immaculate.
We're repping the Birmingham Black Barons today, and it's really awesome. The uniforms look really cool. It's awesome. I like the look. The band kind of pops. So yeah, I like the whole get up. It's a good attire.
We got the Birmingham across the chest. We got the Birmingham Black Barons on the side too, which is super cool. Just the history of all of it. I think the hats are pretty sweet too. You got the 3 Bs.
This is remembering the people that came before us and what they did for this game and how they improved it.
Enjoying it. And the best AA ballpark in America, named 5 times. That's Duncan Park here in Hartford, Dan.
And the big crowd, kids get to run the bases after the game. New pitcher in the ball game for the Portland Sea Dogs. As you see, the big crowd is Patrick Halligan making his second appearance in this series. Overall, his 21st appearance of the year. 2 wins, 2 losses, 3 saves, and a 5.05 earned run average. Max Carlson ends up going an inning and allowing 1 hit. He struck out 1.
T.J. Hill. We'll see him first. Hill has one of only 2 Yard Goats hits. He had a double with 2 outs in the 3rd inning. That's been it. One ball, 1 strike. Goats were down 3-0. Now it's a 6-0 game as Portland scored 3 times at the top of the 9th inning. And shoved foul back towards the second deck, and it's 1-2. Look at Duncan Park, and summer's in full swing. If you haven't been here yet, do yourself a favor and come catch the Goats in the second half of the season. Great ballpark, fun team to watch. That's in there for a call, 3rd strike. Halligan strikes out T.J. Hill. Another whiff for Portland pitchers, Dan.
Well, the Portland pitchers have had the strikeout pitch going today, and that is the 13th strikeout for Sea Dogs pitching.
A lot of punch-outs. Dion Jorge, he is a strikeout victim, 0 for 3 today. Took a call, 3rd strike in the 6th inning against Blake Wehunt. Wehunt really set the stage with 6 scoreless, 1-hit innings and 8 strikeouts. It's fouled straight back. Jeremy Yellen came in and ended up continuing that great start with 3 strikeouts in the 7th inning, and then it was Max Carlson that handled the 8th, gave up a single, but no runs and had a strikeout. Now it's Patrick Halligan trying to shut the door in the 9th. Chopper to 3rd base. Jack Winnie's got it. On to first for out number 2.
Well, Winnie had a chance to look at his glove, even though Jorge has speed. Look at his glove, make sure he had the baseball. Yep, I've got it. And then he pegged Jorge out.
Last shot for the Goats, and it's Hartford second baseman Andy Perez, who leads the league in hits, but he is 0 for 3 today. Swings here and pops it up. This should end the game. Shortstop Franklin Arias calling for it, shielding the Sun with a glove, and he makes the catch to end the ball game. And the Sea Dogs win it, shutout style, 6-0 the final score.
Now that's a happy bunch of Sea Dogs right there. Very dominant performance, and they end up winning the season series from the Yard Goats 13-11. And there they are celebrating as well they should. And there's the final out of the game, Jeff, and appropriately to the number 1 prospect in the Red Sox organization, Franklin Arias.
Now Blake Wehunt, he really set the stage, Dan. 6 scoreless innings, only allows 1 hit, and the bullpen was fabulous. And the Sea Dogs get out of town. They open the second half, winning 4 out of 6 here in Hartford.
Well, it comes down to starting pitching, and Wehunt was dominant today. And we had mentioned how Portland is going to be a force in the second half, and I think they proved it to Hartford in this series.
So the final game of 24 this season will go to Portland. Wehunt gets the win, Mahoney the loser. Arias 2 for 4 with a couple of RBIs, Winnie 1 for 4 the home run. Final score, Portland 6, the Yard Goats nothing. For Dan Lovallo and all of us here in Hartford, Jeff Dooley, have a great afternoon, everybody.